There we go. So my name is Todd Strand. I'm broadcasting from Las Vegas, Nevada. My wife, Gina, and I, we have a home in Las Vegas, and we also have a home in California. Now, we raised our kids in California, and my wife managed a Kohl's department store, did that for 20 years. We lived paycheck to paycheck like a lot of other families. And we had a daughter that played college softball, and she got a Division I softball scholarship. You see the softballs over my shoulder here and up there. She set the home run record at her college. And so she had this incredible collegiate career. And so naturally, as a parent, you don't want to miss a single game. You don't want to miss a single home run. We were, traveling the country to all her collegiate games. We were living in hotels, living in rental cars, spending money we didn't have. And so we were open to the idea of saving money on travel. Well, I've known the owner of this company since 1998. He's like, Todd, I got this new travel company. The product can save you a fortune on travel. I said, hey, Dave, I'll try anything. And so we got involved with the company, tried the product. Next thing you know, we were booking hotels 50% off, sometimes 70% off, sometimes only 30. Well, as the other parents found out about the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying, they're like, wait a minute, how'd you get that rate? Like, it's this travel thing we joined. They're like, what travel thing and how do we join? And guys, they began to tell some people who told some people. It spreads to 78 different countries. And what began as a way to save money on travel turned into a 7-figure business. And so, guys, and we gone from paycheck to paycheck to the other day, Mr. David Hart said, hey, Todd, I'm thinking about buying this cryptocurrency. We went and bought 600,000 worth. I mean, it's turned into something pretty incredible where we obviously have a lot of money now. But it's not because we're 10 times better looking or working 10 times harder or got 10 times smarter. We simply found an incredible service that's showing people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do their entire life, but at a price they never even knew was possible. And so I'm going to break that down for you tonight. I'm going to upload my slides, but again, we got a lot of special guests, starting with Miss Anita Pruitt, who's going to be here in a short while to kind of share her story with every single one of you. Again, we're recording tonight, so you'll have the benefit of her story on an ongoing basis. But with that, here's our slides. And guys, the name of our company is Travorium. That is the combination of two words, travel and emporium, right? We're an emporium of travel. We are Travorium. The company got started back in 2013. And so the company's in its 13th year in business. We have offices on 3 different continents. We have an office in Temecula, California, an office in Madrid, Spain, and we have an office in Almaty, Kazakhstan. The company's paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions all around the globe, customer service in multiple languages. The paychecks go out on time, every time as they have, for the past 13 years. We double in size every 8 to 12 months, and we are now in 78 different countries. And so the company just has boomed. And guys, we do not advertise. The company has never, ever advertised. Every customer we have has come via word of mouth. Every customer we have is because we wowed the last customer. And so if we don't get someone to say, wow, this is amazing, we don't get the next customer. On the screen, you can see a picture of our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela Hart. They are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. David Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. Now, we're going into the single largest industry in the world, the travel industry. And guys, understand this industry is twice the size as the oil industry. And according to Bloomberg Finance, it will be 3 times the size as oil in just the next 9 years. Travel is absolutely booming. Why? It's the one thing everybody wants to do. You guys can go out and do your own market research. Just ask the next 20 people you bump into, hey, do you like to travel? And just watch their response. Oh my gosh, we don't like to travel. We love to travel. We live to travel. Ask people about their bucket list, the list of things you want to do before you die. And people are like, oh my gosh, I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go to, France, or all these different travel destinations. And you say, well, wait a minute. If these are your dreams, then why don't you go? And the answer is always the same. Well, I can't afford it. Hey, what if I could show you right now how you could book those vacations for, again, 30, 50, 70% off? Better yet, what if I could show you that by working through our company, you could go on those vacations completely for free? That's right, free. it would cost you nothing. Nada, goose egg, zip, zilch, cero dinero. It translates in every language. If it's for free, it is definitely for me. And guys, that's what I'm going to show you tonight. How we're not just showing people how to save money on travel, we're showing people how they can earn free travel. And guys, how many billions of moms and dads dream of taking their kids on amazing vacations? There's no lack of dreams. There's only a lack of finances. And when you can show mom and dad how they can take the kids for free and they fully understand what I'm about to show you, they're like, I'm in, you got me. And so guys, that's why our company's booming. And then finally, you can partner with our company if you so choose. You can turn passion to profit, fun into fortune, and obviously end up making a lot of money, just like my wife and I did, and just like Miss Anita Pruitt, who you're going to hear from tonight. Now, when it comes to the travel industry, the dirty secret is that two companies control the entire space. Most people don't know that. We have a great video clip. Whoever invited you to be here, I can share this video clip with you. I'll play a second of it.
To online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal. You may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4. So there's a whole NBC News investigative report that got released that basically says, hey, look, you think you're price shopping, but you're not. Two companies control the entire travel space. They own every single site you can think of. So you're going from site to site to site, believing you're price shopping. And those guys are sitting back going, I wonder who they're going to choose. Because the money's coming to the same place no matter who you choose. And guys, we're bringing a completely different model to the travel industry. And it's one that's long overdue. And we're showing people how they can book travel with no markup, how they can book travel at better than travel agent rates on resorts, hotels, cruises, rental cars, parks, tours, activities, entertainment, shopping, dining, show tickets, movie tickets, concert tickets, Six Flags, baseball tickets, NFL tickets. You want to go to Disney? Guys, there's a myriad of ways that you're going to save a bloody fortune. And the truth is, most of our customers save way more money just in the miscellaneous than it even cost for the biggest membership that we sell. Well, guys, the biggest membership we sell gives you 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. You're earning travel points every single month. You turn those travel points in, you get to go on incredible vacations for basically nothing. Well, guys, you're going to save more money than the membership costs. So the membership costs you what? Nothing. So the travel points cost you what? Nothing, which means you're getting the vacations for what price? Basically nothing. So we're showing people how they can travel the world for basically free. Now, that's just one of 5 different ways we're going to show you how to travel the world for free. That's just one. We got 4 more we're going to cover here throughout the presentation. But guys, know this, that when you book with our company, you are absolutely positively guaranteed to save money every single time you book. In fact, if you can find a rate lower than ours on any public site, not only will we match that rate, we will refund 10% of your money. Again, you are guaranteed to save every single time. Now, I want to move into what I call the documentation versus conversation. So on the screen, this is a screenshot. This is a pricing demonstration. So it is Expedia on the right. That is our price on the left. I took that screenshot right from my mobile phone. And you can see that if you look closely, I know it's kind of small on the screen. I know it's a PowerPoint. Some of you may have to break out the readers and kind of get a little close. But if you do, you're like, okay, that's the same place. Okay, that's the same date. That's the same room. That's the same everything. And then you see the price and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. How could this be the same place? I mean, the price is not even remotely close. You guys are half the price. How are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia is the big question we always get. And guys, the answer is we do not. We do not have a better rate than Expedia. What we have is a better business model. See, Expedia takes the rate, the published rate. Everyone has access to the same rate. Everybody has access to the $2,300 rate. But everybody else says, well, we want to make money. So they jack it up to $4,000. They go run tens of millions of dollars in commercials on television. Then they went and bought up every travel site you can think of so that when you price shop, all you see is $4,400. And this is how they became a top 10 internet company in the world. They're making billions and billions because they're jacking the rate up. We're bringing a completely different model. We're bringing the Netflix model to the travel industry. Now, if you think about Netflix, they came out at a time when if you wanted to watch a movie, you had to pay per movie. You want 2 movies? That's going to cost you twice as much. 3 movies? That costs you 3 times as much. Guys, Netflix came along and said, you know what? We just want to sell you a membership, and it's going to allow you to watch an unlimited number of movies. So Netflix doesn't make money selling movies. Netflix makes money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Guys, we're applying that same model rather than to the $15 billion movie industry. We're applying that same model to the $15 trillion travel industry. We don't make money selling travel. We sell a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup. Hence, you're booking travel for 50, 60, 70% off. Here's one more example on the screen. This is a place in San Diego. Same place, same room, same date, same everything. And then you see Expedia's price $5,000, our price $1,923, and you're like, holy crap, you guys are $3,000 less. Yes, and we can do this all day long. We can do this on cruises, rental cars, activities, excursions, shopping, dining, show tickets. I can sit there and do example after example after example. Again, you are going to save a lot more money than it even costs for the biggest membership we have, which is going to give you 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. Now, one other way you can travel the world for free. You see here on the screen the price of $1,923. You're saving the customer $3,000. That's assuming that they're a member of our company. Now, when you become a member of our company, you will have the ability to hand out our travel site for free. Now, the free customers can't save $3,000 like you and I. They can only save half as much. So they can save $1,500. Well, you go give it to your father-in-law, your mother-in-law. They get a free travel site, completely free. They save $1,500. Guess what? You just became their new favorite daughter-in-law. You just became their new favorite son-in-law. Hey, that's my number one right there. You just saved them $1,500. Well, guess what? You go into your Travorium back office, and the $1,500 that they didn't save, you go into your back office, you just earned up to $1,500 in free airfare, $1,500 in free hotel, $1,500 in free excursions. So you gave away the free travel site, they save money, and you just earn free travel. That's the number 2 way that you're going to be able to travel the world completely for free. Cruises, we have every cruise line. Their price $6,400, our price $5,000. Just save the consumer $1,400. Again, we can do this all night long. Now, the thing that made our company big is what I'm about to show you next. It's our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can go on an absolutely amazing vacation every single year. By the way, there's no blackout dates. There's no contracts. There's no lack of inventory. This is not a timeshare. You can quit anytime you want. Guys, we're bringing a completely new model that people love. And just the getaway section alone, we have 365,000 weeks where you can go for 7 nights, 8 days. Our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart, I literally hung up the phone with him not but 20 minutes ago. And he's right now in Cabo San Lucas. He booked it on the same getaway portal I'm showing you. The guy's worth $100 million. He can go anywhere he wants, anytime he wants. But he books his travel the same way we book our travel. He's in a place where the rooms, he's in Cabo Azul, okay? If you want to Google that place, it's Cabo Azul. Now, because I just told you the name of the place, I can't tell you the price because we're recording. But he's down there at a price you're just not going to believe, right? He's got a 3-bedroom unit, full kitchen, living room. By the way, he was in the Canary Islands not that long ago, booked it on our travel site. You're going to see that place in a moment, but you can travel the world at prices you're just not going to imagine. And let me give you a couple more examples. This is a place my wife and I went to in Cabo San Lucas. Amazing place, 5-star resort. Guys, we were down here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. All we did was we traded in our travel points. This particular place was $0, just had to pay the tax. And we were here 7 nights, 8 days. Now, what did the travel points cost us? And again, the answer is nothing, because we save a lot more on the membership than it cost. Hence, we get our travel points for free. We trade in our free travel points for vacations like this all over the world. You want to go to the Canary Islands, you can be there for 8 days for $1 per night with our platinum product. You want to go to over here on the far right, you want to go to Orlando, Florida. You guys can be here for 7 nights, 8 days. You got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, flat screen TV. You got a fireplace in the living room, jacuzzi tub in the master suite. You're here for 8 days right outside of Disney for $142. Now, as good as all that is, we also have our signature thing we do, which is our world tours. Now, the world tours, these are curated by our company. These are always at 4 and 5 star resorts. We've got them at Grand Hyatts, the Ritz Carlton. We've got them at JW Marriott's. I mean, we've got them at amazing places all over the world. Now, the world tours are typically 5 days. Now, you say, well, wait a minute. The others were 8 days. These are 5 days. What's the difference? Well, some people only get a week off for vacation. And so it takes a day to fly there, a day to fly home, 5 days on vacation. That's a week. And so we have some trips that are longer. We have some trips that are shorter. We do it to try to accommodate everybody's travel schedule. Now, when you go on a world tour, almost always there's food involved. Not always, but almost always. And again, they're always at 4 and 5 star resorts. And when you go on the world tour, you're going to find out that it's not just about the place, it's not just about the price, but you get to travel there with your family, your friends, and you're going to meet a lot of other people on the world tour because we all go to the same place, same time. And you're going to meet a lot of people from all over the world, and you're going to meet like-minded people. You're going to see them wearing the Travorium shirt like I'm wearing. So you're going to see people with the Travorium shirt. You'll see people with the Travorium hat, the Travorium backpack. You see my buddy Curtis in his Travorium Speedo. I mean, you're going to see Travorium in places you don't want to see Travorium, but you're going to know they're part of our company. And you're going to say, wow, where are you from? And you're going to meet people from every part of the world. And by the time it's all said and done, you're going to end up with friends in every single country. And it's going to create this experience you just simply cannot replicate or purchase online. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. Not only are we going to these incredible places for next to nothing, but we're meeting the most amazing people, and it just creates this, incredible experience. To give you an example.
All right, guys, we've arrived.
This is a place my wife and I were at, I guess 5 weeks ago. This is in Cancun, 5 star resort. Here we are, oceanfront, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. I mean, you guys can see they got this beautiful pool, the swim up bar. We had this amazing city view. We had the sunset right there. Guys, we had a jacuzzi tub on our balcony. We had a living room. There's my wife. Here's the living room. They gave us champagne, chocolate covered strawberries. You go to the next room. Okay, we had 2 bathrooms, 2 TVs. So our bedroom's over here. We had another balcony over here. Guys, we were here for 5 days. Total price $399 after we traded in our free platinum travel points. This is a place in Crete, Greece. Unbelievable place. I mean, just look at the resort there in the upper left-hand corner. This is Hillary, a good friend of mine. Here, just real quick.
Hello, I just arrived to Crete, Greece. I have to show you my room. It's unbelievable.
So again, all the food, all the drinks, right? Look at this view. Oceanfront, $179 in Crete, Greece. I mean, all over the world. This is a place we went to in Sicily, Italy. This is an amazing resort, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. Once again, oceanfront. Guys, you want to go to Venice, Italy? You want to go to Dubai? Where do you want to go? If you can dream it, we can book it. Venice for $259. Dubai, you're there for 6 days at a 5-star property, breakfast included. Total price $7. Montego Bay, 5-star oceanfront, all the food, all the drinks, $579. That's for you and your spouse. You want to go to Las Vegas, Nevada. Guys, $4 per night at a 5-star restaurant. You want to go to the beaches of Hawaii, $100 a day. You want to go to a famous hotel in Manhattan. You're there for half the price, $399 for all 5 days of what most people are paying per night. You want to go to one of the nicest hotels in the entire world in Qatar. Guys, this is an unbelievable resort. Again, awarded as one of the best hotels in the world. Breakfast and dinner included. You, your spouse. Total price $349 for 5 days. You want to go to the Maldives. Wherever you want to go. We got the most incredible places, and we have 3 levels of membership. We have our small, our medium, and then the one that everyone actually buys. So our small, it's only $52 per month, and this allows you to book it better than travel agent rates. Now, let me give you an example. I got a buddy, Jeff Miner. He rented a truck, say $1,400. Guys, that's 2.5 years worth of membership that he just paid for off of one rink-dink truck rental. My friends Norman and Annette, they had friends that bought Dallas Cowboy tickets, saved $1,800. That's 3 years worth of membership off of one set of tickets. My wife and I were searching for real estate in Las Vegas, Nevada, just last fall. And we stayed in the hotels. We stayed over $2,000. That's, again, over 3 years worth of membership off of just one set of hotels. And guys, if you go by the biggest membership we have, the one that gives you 2 vacations a year, it only costs $1,600. Sometimes one single transaction, I just paid for an entire year's of membership, the biggest membership that gives me 2 vacations a year all over the world, right? So again, this is why we keep emphasizing you're not just going to travel for less, but you have the ability to earn free travel and go places, again, at prices you just never knew was possible. Now, if you want the medium membership, it's only $22 more per month. And for the extra $22, you're getting 1 vacation a year. Now, the pricing's not quite as sexy as I showed you throughout the presentation. So when I showed you the Canary Islands for $1 per night, that's assuming you are a platinum customer. If you're just the medium customer, the titanium, well, it's going to cost you $14 a night. You're like, that's still an amazing deal. I know. It's still a great price. It's just not $1 per night. It's $14 per night. But again, I mean, 1 vacation a year for the extra $22, or our platinum is our number 1 seller, not even close. 92% of our sales come in at platinum. It's $269 one time only. And then 30 days later, it's $135 per month. That is, unless you go out and tell 3 people, like my good friend Trudy did. In fact, Trudy did it in 24 hours. Within 24 hours of joining, she'd already had 3 other people sign up for a platinum membership. Well, guess what? That means she's now earning more in commission from those 3 referrals than she's even paying for the membership. And they take her membership costs straight out of her commissions, no longer coming off her credit card. Her credit card will never see any bill from our company, probably forever, because Trudy has built a huge team with our company, and her commissions are paying for the membership. And so this is the third way you can now travel the world for basically free. Well, some of you may decide to come on board and say, man, I love this concept. I want to go share it with a few other people. Well, you have to become a partner. That is a one-time $99 annual decision. You get the replicated website, the ID number, the back office, the tracking, the training, Travorium University, all those kind of things. But when you become a business person and you're in business with an intention for a profit, you're going to go see your own CPA, and your tax professional is going to notify you that you can now write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile. The truth is you're going to save 4 to 5 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. You say, yeah, but I don't want to pay the $135 a month. And your CPA says, hello, you're saving $400 to $500 per month because of the $135 a month. If you don't have a home business, you don't get the tax write-offs. It's not costing you $135. It's making you $400 to $500 per month. And when you understand that, you can validate that. When we're done with this presentation, simply Google home business tax advantages. Go to ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, is it possible to save a lot of money on taxes, right? You can go buy best-selling books on it, or better yet, go see a local tax pro, and you're going to realize I just showed you the 4th way that you can now travel the world for basically free. Now, triple net bottom line. I want to get started. I want to buy the platinum. I want to become a partner. It's $369 one time only. You'll save more of that in taxes your first month, but $369 one time only. 30 days later, we start billing the $135 per month. Unless, like Trudy, you went out and told 3 people right away, in which case now your commissions are covering your membership. But, it's pretty simple to get started in our company. And then you can tap into our compensation program. And guys, we use a model called incentivized sharing. And all we did is we brought a different model to travel. We said, hey, let the consumer book at the travel agent rate. So they're booking 30, 50, 70% off. Then we said, let's give those customers a huge incentive, massive incentive, to share their savings with their friends and family. Well, as they share their savings, guess what? We reward them, with all kinds of different perks. And that way, friends tell friends tell friends. And as the customer base gets bigger and bigger and bigger, we take all of that money that's typically been wasted by other companies running tens of millions of dollars in commercials and television, and we pay that to you. We pay that to your customers to tell the next customer. Well, we use this model where all of these customers, you're going to get paid on them like they're your own customer. You're building your own, like if you had an insurance agency. I've got my sales reps. They're selling all those insurance policies. Doesn't matter how many policies get sold. You own the agency. You're getting a piece of the action on every single customer. If you owned a real estate brokerage, you have all the realtors are out there selling real estate. Guess what? You're the broker. You're making a piece off everything that happens. We're doing the exact same thing here. And the reason that's a big deal, this is Warren Buffett on the screen, the fifth richest man in the entire world. He says, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until the day you die, right? And so, guys, this is an incredible model. And when you look at our compensation program, it begins by telling three people. Now, we have a binary compensation program, binary meaning two. So if I have my buddy, if I have Heather on my left side, I got my buddy Curtis on my right side. Anybody else I ever bring on from here on out forevermore is going to go below Heather or Curtis. Well, let's assume that I knew Anita Pruitt, who I'm about to bring on. I mean, she's, again, she's crushing it with our company, killing her. Team's blowing up all over the world. I mean, she's now on the verge of a multiple six-figure income. Let's say that I happen to tell her about it, and I put her down below Heather. Well, Heather doesn't know Anita, and Anita doesn't know Heather, but Anita's out there bringing people in from all over the world, and guess what? Heather is going to benefit from that and the daily compensation program exactly the same as Anita, exactly the same as you. And so it's a business where you got people helping people, but you're building two legs. Friends are sharing with friends. You get to the place that you got 16 customers, 8 on the left, 8 on the right. Guys, you're making an extra $300 to $700 a month. They tell a couple people each. Now you got 50 customers, 25 on the left, 25 on the right. You're now making, on average, $1,500 to $2,000 per month. Okay, they go out and tell a couple people each. You got 126 customers, 63 in each leg. You're now making ballpark $3,000 per month. They tell one person each. You've now got 250 customers. You're now making ballpark 4,000, maybe 5,000 per month. They tell a half a person each. You now become an ambassador. You have 188 customers in each leg, a total of 376 customers. By the way, we just had a lady in Mongolia do this in 2 months. We've had multiple people do this in 4 months. We've had multiple people do it in 6 months. We've had at least a dozen do it in less than 9, another dozen do it in 12, and some people it takes them 2 years, some people it takes them 4 years. I don't know you, I don't know your mix of skills. What I do know is that if some people are doing it in 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, it's clearly something doable. But when you become an ambassador, you are now making $9,000 to $12,000 per month. Guys, you're making a serious six-figure income. I mean, and that money's residual. It comes in every Friday, whether you work or not. You are now in the top 1% of all lifestyles in the world. If you live in Europe, you're the top 1% of all income earners. But if you live in the United States, you're in the top 1%, not of income earners, but of lifestyle, because you have both time and money. I've got a surgeon in my business, Dr. Paul Leo, and he makes a lot of money. He's a surgeon, lives in Colorado. But he calls me at night, 10 o'clock. Hey, Todd, just got home. I mean, the guy goes to work at 8 in the morning. He's there till late at night. And he's in his 60s. He's like, Todd, this is killing me. I mean, you got to help me get this thing going, man. I got to get out of this surgery business, right? I want to come do what you're doing. And so I don't care who they are, and how much money you think they make. They might make a lot of money, but they don't have time. Here, you got both time and money. Our people are traveling the world, living their lives, having fun. And as that customer base continues to grow, guess what? So is the income. And this will go all the way up to $96,000 per month off a single individual business center. But guess what? Every time you get to $10,000 per month, the company gives you another business center completely for free. And you can drive that one and make income all the way up to 96 grand a month. But when you get it to 10 grand a month, they give you another one for free, right? There's no cap on how much money you can make here with our company. But guys, what I want to do is I want to get out of the way. And I want to, I kind of give you some of the, facts and figures of our company and explain a little bit of how this works and what we're doing and the kind of growth. But I want you to get to hear from just everyday, real people. I mean, people that have come on board with our company, people that are just beginning to change their lives. And of course, we're going to come back to Miss Anita Pruitt here in a moment, who's just absolutely, setting records in our company. But the first person I want to go to is Curtis Cross, who actually began our presentation tonight. Because Curtis is a bona fide travel expert. Curtis was a travel agent. In fact, Curtis is going to bring you on here, but you were a travel agent for 15 years, I think?
Yes, sir. 15 years.
So 15 years as a travel agent, but you also happen to study every single travel program under the sun. I mean, you talk about all these programs I've never even heard of. And you can tell me, oh yeah, that's run by this guy, that's run by this guy, they got this, they got that. I mean, you've made a study of this, you're, kind of out of your life. But so I guess from your, expert point of view, What is it about Travorium that's so exciting? Why are you here?
Absolutely, man. And by the way, amazing presentation. It just made so much sense when I first saw this. So first of all, I went online and wanted to get back into travel. So I was a travel agent for over 15 years. Wanted to get back into that space, not to book for people, but for me to be able to travel. And went online. I said, "Hey, I'm looking for the best way to travel." And people started sending me stuff about their companies, and I'm checking them out. And some of them even sent back office logins, so I'm looking at their companies. Nothing could come remotely close to what we have. Nothing. I was able to go to Tennessee for 8 days. Had an amazing time. My family, 3 bedroom, two full bath, full kitchen, amazing property. We paid $39 for the entire 8 days. So, man, I'm excited about this. You make sure you connect with whoever got you on this video. Make sure you get started. Back to you, Mrs. Strand.
I appreciate that, Curtis. Hey, the next guy I want to go to is my good buddy Adam out of Philadelphia. Adam's a guy who's been in the home business arena, was making a full-time income, somewhere else, but saw what we were doing and came over here and joined forces with us. And so, Adam, as a guy who's been around this industry for a while, been a student of the industry, had the kind of success most people envy, had the kind of success most people would just dream to be full-time like you. What drew a guy like you to this company?
Really, it was passion. I mean, when I first saw this idea almost 3 years ago, I couldn't believe the price points that I was seeing. And so for that reason, I got started not for the money. The money came afterwards. I started having a lot of fun and it turned into dollars. But for me, I have a background in finance. I've been in the direct sales space for a while. And 3 years ago, a good friend reached out to me and just said, you got to check this thing out. So when I did, I saw price points on things where I was like, man, that's a meal to Applebee's for a small family, and everyone stays on the 2 for $20 menu. So needless to say, I got really, really excited. But again, I wasn't here to make money at first. I was just here to take advantage of some great deals. The first trip I booked, I went to Hawaii for 2 weeks, hit 2 different islands, stayed at 3 different 5-star properties, and did 2 different rental car services. I saved over 6 grand on my first vacation. From there,
Wow.
yeah, 6 grand. I didn't trade any travel points on that trip. That was just the wholesale feed, right? So I wasn't even cooking with gas yet. But before I got back to the mainland, I had 3 friends who were like, dude, send me your link. From there, I never paid another penny into the company. But since then, fast forward the tape 3 years later, I've replaced a full-time income that pays me on a daily basis, which I absolutely love. I don't wake up to an alarm clock anymore unless it's to catch a flight, right? But I've also, what I came here for initially was to travel. I've been on over 23 weeks of 4 and 5-star holiday in just the last 3 years. And I've saved over $30,000 booking travel with our 3 booking portals, the Getaways, the World Tours, and then the net rate booking portal. And then, of course, for me, I get so excited about this because as you build up those points and you invite friends to participate, I mean, every 6 months, we're like, who wants to burn points and go to Hawaii? Who wants to go to Mexico? Who wants to go to Thailand? And I know Curtis, man, great deal being in Tennessee for 8 days, 7 nights for $30. But I beat you, dog. I just booked a 2 week stay in the Getaways at Forest Hills Resort. That's in Sapphire, North Carolina, in the mountains. It's a golf resort. I'm there for 2 weeks. You know how much I paid, Todd?
How much?
$70 a week, and that was just the taxes. And I got a
Wow.
2 bedroom suite, full kitchen. I already hollered at some of my friends in that area. I'm like, yo, man, we got extra bedrooms if you want to come to the camp and hang out. So we're just having a great time. This has been the most fun I've ever had making money in my entire life. And the reality is, I didn't even come here for that. I came here to travel and have fun with the people I love the most, and it turned into an income that replaced my other income. And so now it's just, trying to be like my man Todd, man. I'm trying to, check some things off the bucket list, fill up the passport. And it's just way easier when you don't have to pay retail, when you can trade in travel points and let that pay for your trip. So not only does the travel agent rates just kick butt, but the fact that David Hart designed a program that actually has a funding mechanism for 2 vacations a year. And because I'm 3 and free as a platinum partner, and my girlfriend Haley is 3 and free as a platinum partner, every single year as a household, we're getting 4 vacations per year before we even pull out any of our own money. So that's something I can get used to and have fun with. And again, I'm just so grateful, Todd, that you asked me to share my story.
Well, Adam, you're the epitome of someone traveling for free. Because number one, you save 30 grand in 3 years. You're saving 10 grand a year. Well, I mean, the membership costs $1,600. Hello. I mean, guys, he's $8,400 in his pocket. Then he told 3 people, I'm not even paying for the membership. Then he's got a home business where he's got all these tax savings. And then he went and started making money with the company where, I mean, the guy's literally traveling the world completely for free, having fun, living life on his terms. 6 Saturdays, 1 Sunday, got no alarm clock. I mean, hello, right? Who doesn't want to do that? So, Adam, congratulations to you. Can't wait to see the pictures of the 2-bedroom unit, North Carolina. Hey, but guys, I want to take this to the main reason we are here tonight, and that is a 1-star ambassadora, Anita Pruitt. Guys, she has such an amazing story. I want to get out of the way and just kind of have her share with you how she went from where she was at, a person that was trying this and trying that, and trying to find her way in America. She had immigrated to the United States, speaks multiple languages. She was an actress. She was cleaning houses. I mean, she was doing all kinds of things, just trying to survive and get by like the rest of us. And then she found out about our company, and I don't want to steal her thunder, so I want to kind of just let her, her in her own words tell you how she went from where she was at to living the life that most people would just completely envy. But Miss Anita, if you're with us, we would love to get you on camera to share your story.
Yeah, thank you, Todd, for inviting me. I'm in the hair salon right now, and I have very interesting, yes, look now, but I'm get ready for Vegas. The most important, the most significant event in our company. Yes, and you know what? When I came to the company, when I started to look, I didn't look for travel, honestly. In those period of my life, I need money, I need job, I need something what will give me pleasure and also cover my expense and cover my needs, And I came to company. When I saw the numbers, oh my God, I lost my sleep, I want these numbers in my life. I want to become ambassador. I want to have this freedom of time, freedom of workplace, freedom of connection, and freedom of course, financial situation. And I start to work. I just hired myself to Travorium company. And from month first, I start to work 8 hours per day. And, sometimes I didn't know what to do. I just call people and talk. And after months, I realized I need to do presentation. And after that, all situation change and people start to give me more attention, start to ask me more questions. And what is good in our company, we have school, we have people who teach us, who support us, who all the time in our side, people who more willing to see your success than themselves. And this is amazing. I never saw anywhere like this, supporting team, supporting energy, people who just want to see your success, people who want to see your happiness, people want to see your good change. This is amazing. And also, I want to tell about community. I think we have the most beautiful, the most incredible community in the world. People who like to travel, people who like to change life, people who like to help others, and people who are not afraid to do new things and growing and develop lives. Yeah. And of course, I'm blessed to be in the Travorium, and my desire to rise about for next 2 years, 25 ambassadors in my team. And in general, I want 100 ambassadors in my team. Yeah.
That's absolutely incredible. And guys, if you don't know, again, the ambassador, she's about having 25 and then eventually 100 ambassadors. She's talking about 25 to 100 families that will be in the top 1% of all lifestyles in the
Yes.
world. And it's all by showing other people how to get what they want, right? Travel. But Anita, what would be some of your advice to somebody that maybe they're new in our company? Maybe they're looking at it for the first time ever. They're kind of wondering, hey, can I do it? Is this really true? Maybe they're skeptical. I mean, what would you say to those people?
Yes, for new people, I recommend to go to look platforms and to all the time ask people who travel already, ask advice where to go, how to spend in the best way our travel points, and also keep going, keep trusting, and of course, join our events because in events our hope, our trust grow amazing. We can grow from events to events, and we will grow in belief we can do it. We can become ambassador, and we can change our life completely. These events, this like energy. It's like place of transformation, place of recharge, place of hope, and place of victory. And I invite everybody to Las Vegas. And if not this time, next time, please plan your trip to next event.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, Anita, Mr. David Hart's got a big surprise for all of the ambassadors. In fact, he is right this very moment doing something. I don't want to steal his thunder. I kind of leaked it a little bit last night. But guys, OMG, OMG, when you get to see what he's buying, and then when you're an ambassador, you're going to get to go there. And when you see it, you're like, oh my gosh. I mean, you're going to feel like you are the biggest A-lister in Hollywood. He's spending millions of dollars, millions, to acquire this. So it's pretty incredible. I don't want to steal any more of his thunder, but it's going to be an exciting announcement that Mr. David can share with all of you and building the vision for coming on board. But Anita, again, I think your story is just so amazing because you immigrated to the United States. You did this, you did that, you cleaned houses, you were an actress, but you were ambitious. You knew that you wanted more out of life. You knew you wanted freedom, and you weren't afraid to try different things, to experiment. And you found our company. You not only became an ambassador, you're now a one-star ambassador. You're getting ready to go two-star ambassador. You're a multiple six-figure earner. You're going to build a seven-figure business, no doubt about it. And guys, when you get to meet Anita at the event, she's going to be there. You'll hear her speak. When you get to meet her, she trains on a regular basis, and she'll help you build your business. And we're going to be here again tomorrow night, the same bat time, same bat channel. And tomorrow night, we're going to have more success stories. Tomorrow night might be either Danny Segwinal or perhaps Dr. Phyllis Terry. But we're going to keep bringing them every night so that you guys can hear from people that are just absolutely changing their lives and living their best life, doing what they want, when they want, with whom they want, anytime they want. Hey, Miss Charlotte, I see you out there, and hi to your people in the background. But amazing company. You get to meet amazing people like Charlotte. I've got to spend time with her in a number of different places now. We were together in Orange County, California earlier this year. But guys, it's absolutely incredible. And I just want to second what Anita said about the environment, the culture, the community that we have of, people that when you come here, you think it's about travel savings. But when you start, going to the events and traveling the world, you're like, wow, this is a big, gigantic family. It's a big, gigantic family of people that are improving themselves, making money, traveling the world, living life on their best terms. You're going to get people like David Hart call up and say, hey, I'm looking at this crypto thing right now. And I'm not talking about some crypto opportunity. I'm talking about just buying an investment, buying a stock or buying something like that. But you have to call me, and he made a recommendation, and guys, I'm up $44,000 on the week. And so David's like, he goes, how'd that turn out for you? Right? He goes, you're loving me now, aren't you? Right? I'm like, I told him, I go, Dave, I'm up 44 grand right now. And so anyway, we were celebrating that a little bit earlier. I mean, guys, life can become fun again, but it didn't happen overnight. We've been here 13 years. And so again, it's just a process, but Anita's on that journey. The people she's working with are on that journey. We invite you to come be part of that journey. Guys, so tonight we're going to end our presentation right now. Again, we'll be back again tomorrow night. If you want, we have another presentation tonight. I'm going to be doing it with my wife. If you want to invite somebody else to take a look at what we're doing, or you just want to come back and hear it for a second time. But the presentation is on a different Zoom ID. I'm going to type that into the message chat right now. So it's Zoom ID 841-677-481. I just put it in the chat. You guys can write it down, take a snapshot, screenshot. If you want to come on, we start in 12 minutes. You're going to get to hear my wife's story of how this whole thing happened. And just another overview of who we are, where we're going. If you want to hear it for a second time, or maybe you want to invite a spouse or a significant other or a best friend or maybe your son, daughter, relative, hey, invite them to come over and check it out. Say, man, I just saw something I'm excited about. It may or may not be for you, but are you open to taking a look? I just saw something I'm excited about. I want to get involved, but man, before I do, I just wanted to get your honest feedback. Would you hop on a Zoom? Would you do me a favor? Would you do that for me and just check this thing out? Guys, you can send a text right now, make a phone call right now, and have somebody on there. And before you know it, like my friend Trudy, you might have your first 2 or 3 people before the night's over. Hey, with that, we'll see you guys on the next Zoom. If not, we'll see you again tomorrow night. Hey, Curtis Cross, appreciate you so much. Adam, thank you for sharing your story. And Miss Anita in the beauty salon, right? Getting ready for Vegas. And guys, yet she took time while at the beauty salon to hop on and share her story with every single one of you. So when you see her in Vegas, walk up and say, Anita, man, I heard you on the Zoom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I get my picture with you? Can I get your autograph, right? Trust me, you're going to want her autograph. But Anita, appreciate you so much. Can't wait to see you in Las Vegas. Until then, have a great evening. Good night, everybody. God bless.